guys, I'm over here setting up bait for other line. This one just went off. Yeah, that's a good fish.
Today, we're headed out on my brand new e-bike from Hemingway. This is going to be our first fishing adventure on this thing, so I'm pretty excited. After unloading this thing and packing it down with all my gear, we cruised down on a trail to an opening in the trees to a place that looked almost too good to be true. If you're interested in learning more about Hemingway bikes or any of the items used in today's video, make sure you check out my description.
Yeah guys, I think this is going to be a good spot. It looks pretty juicy. It's nice and secluded. We're at the point of this, I guess if you consider it a lake, it's pretty big. So we're at the point of this little lake, or like a little eddy. So naturally this is a good spot where you'll want to be to actually do some fishing. Ooh. There's a turtle right there, so that means that there are signs of life in this area. Tons of trees we could set up on, tons of areas where we can just sit back and relax. I'm going to try to get everything unpacked so it's easier to just get through these trees, and then we'll probably come set up the bike over here and just kind of fish off that stuff and just hang out and let loose. So let's get straight to it, guys. Have some fun, hopefully catch some nice fish today. All right guys, one of the first things we got to do real quick is make some bait mix. I'm going to use the same stuff that I've been using in a lot of my videos. It's just going to be some, grab right here, some oatmeal, quick oats, and then we're going to be using some sweet corn and some whole corn, mixing it all together. That sweet corn is going to help create that texture, that consistency to get this oat to stick and create that ball. And the corn is just going to be kind of that bait to trick the fish to kind of eat what's in the corn, or what's in the ball mix and everything, and also pick up our bait. So I do also have some worms and some steak in case we want to do some catfishing, just because this is a little bit bigger body of water. I just saw something surface. So there's potential for gar, there's potential for catfish, there's potential for drum. There's a lot of potential out here, so we're not going to go ahead and just shake our odds for one fish. We're going to try to just get as many as we can and try to see what's the biggest fish we can catch here, because honestly, I've never caught a fish here since I've been making videos. I've come out here a few times and gotten skunked, but before, I used to just come out here and hang out with my buddies, drink a couple beers, and just, you know, fish and enjoy the evening. Especially with this cover that you have here, it's really nice to just sit back and relax. But enough talking, let's get this mixed up, get it cast out there, and start fishing. Now we'll just pack some of this onto our weight, so that way when we throw our bait out there, we got a nice little mixture right around our hook. It's actually a lot of bait that I'm putting on here, so I got to try to keep these around the same spot so we don't go through too much bait, unnecessary bait. And then we're going to put that hook in the oatmeal. We don't want to hook any corn and get the hook barb stuck, but as you can see, that'll stay all together. When it hits the water, this will disperse and the hook will release. Not too far, but not too close. Actually right where we want it. I'm gonna let that line drop and I'm gonna go grab a pole holder. Since I'm all out here alone, I'm bringing my automatic pole holders. These things don't always work very well as far as setting the hook and getting you a fish, but when you're alone, they're really nice. When you're carp fishing, they're good because you can just set them out like this, straight with the water, and that helps you from getting tangled. And if something wants to run off with your line, they typically will run off and get themselves hooked at the same time. Let's toss this out real quick. Keep seeing the action from here, so let's toss it right in that general area. And then we'll put this right here, just like that. Look at that, that's awesome actually. Finally got something, guys, and it happened to be, oh, there it goes. That thing is running. Happened to be on the bike rod. No, did we lose him? Okay, he's running hard. Okay, it's a big old buffalo. He didn't know he was hooked. Oh God. Oh, gotta get down this incline. All right, this is a really, really white colored buffalo. Wow. There we go, guys. Our first fish of the day happened to be on the fake corn, fishing shallow, and on the bike setup. Let's go. I'm stoked about that. Let's get him over here to our mat real quick without tearing up anything. Whew. I got a little mat right here so you can take it easy. All right, guys, get a look at this. Our first fish of the day. Calm down, buddy. Let's get him unhooked real quick so he can hurt himself. Try and be real easy with him. Oh, what a perfect hook set on that one. There we go, guys. Not only our first fish of the day here, but our first fish that I've ever actually landed while recording videos here. So we're officially getting the skunk off the back for the channel at this location. Beautiful little tiny buffalo sucker fish. Really pretty colors on this guy. Very, very vibrant whites and like a gold tone on the surface of his back. Really, really pretty fish. Absolute slime bag though, but solid first fish of the day. Great fight. And to make it even more fun, we got him on the bike setup, man. That is awesome. This might have been the one fish that's been rolling over here all day. I think we finally got him, man. Guys, I'm over here setting up bait for other line. This one just went off, and it's a really good fish. Yeah, that's a good fish. We're on 20-pound line. Let's see if we can get this guy in. Oh my goodness, that is a, what is that? Is that a catfish? Let's try. My net's over here. I don't even know if I can get that in the net. I think it's another buffalo. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's why buffalo are so fun. That little dash that they do. Look at him. Let's go. He's gonna run one more time. As soon as he sees me in this land, he's gonna take off. Here he goes, ready? 3, 2, 1. He's trying, there it is, there's that last run. He's winded. He's definitely winded. Wow, that is a solid. I think I might be able to just grab him. Wow, that is a big old buffy. It's definitely an old fish too. Let's be careful. I'll get this one back to the mat real quick. Well guys, I was a little nervous that we didn't catch anything after our first few hours here, our first hour here. And we just got ourselves our biggest fish. Try to get this hook out of the day. Back-to-back fishes too while I'm trying to get bait going on the other line. What a stud of a buffalo. Not the biggest one around, you know, there's definitely bigger buffalo out here. This is one of the biggest buffalo I've ever caught though, at least in the mouth. Solid fish, very, very white pigmentation. It has a lot to do with the color temperatures, or color, has a lot to do with the weather temperature. Changes these fish's patterns, makes them have to kind of dig a little bit deeper in the mud or in the water, and it just kind of changes their pigment. But awesome fighting fish, man. I'm gonna weigh this guy just because he's a hefty one. I think he's close to about, I'd say maybe 10 pounds even, man. This is a heavy, heavy fish. And you can just see the width on his body. Insanely big fish, but this is why people do not like them. Look at that slime. Absolutely covered in slime holding these fish. They call them slime bags for a reason, and that's the big reason. But they're beautiful, fun fighting fish. A lot of fun if you just enjoy sitting back and enjoying, you know, the old school style of fishing. And they're very predominant here in Texas. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one back in the water, It's enough talking with him. Let's get a real quick weight and then get him back in the water. Gear to the side. Typically the safest way to weigh carp or buffalo or fish like this is you just leave them in your mat and you get a little scale that you can clip to the handles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can. 8.28 pounds on this buffalo. Pretty solid fish. Definitely our biggest one of the day. Absolutely destroying our mat, making it just the slimiest thing you can get. Let's get him back in the water, man. He deserves it. There he goes. Trying to help him make sure he has enough energy. There he goes. He's got energy, he says. Good little power snack. I think we need to put on one of these hunks of meat that I have over here. Brought some steak chunks I might throw out there. Let's see if one of these Karls wants that. We got something on this, I think. And if it's not on it, it's about to be on it. Yeah, we're on. It's another long one. What is that? Oh, it's another buff. You can tell by the way they run. There's little darts that they do. Another slime bag. Come on, buddy. He's trying to run that way. I don't want him to run that way. I want him to stay over here. Another nice one. Seems like we've got all about the same size today fishing this shallow bank. Trying to get that last little dart of energy in. Alright, let's get the net. Ooh! He ran away. There we go, buddy. Oh my, this is a fat one actually. God, I thought this was a smaller one. That is another solid buff, guys. I'm gonna be quick on the release on this one so we don't lose as much slime as we did the last one. All right, guys. Water is super, super cold now. I can tell, I can feel it on this guy, and you can see the coloration on him compared to the last two. Almost no gold on him, almost completely white pigmentation on this buffalo. That's pretty crazy looking. Pretty common though, but pretty crazy. It looks like the hook went through his mouth and actually came out down by his gill plate. So I'm gonna try to be super, super careful releasing that hook. Look at that. That was not even hooked in him. Basically what happened is it went through his gill plate and then grabbed the outside of his gill. That's one of the crazier ways I've ever caught a fish. There we go. Beautiful, solid white one. I'm not even gonna manage much more time with it. Let's just get him back in the water. Crazy thing I will say is they all got this little like ghost patterns on their face and their foreheads. I think it has a lot to do with the muddier stained water that we have here in this location. Let's get him back in the water now. Nice and easy, buddy. Quick catch and a quick release. There you go. Get all that slime off of me. All right, guys, that is officially gonna do it after that last catch. We got a lot of work to still do. Sun's going down, and I gotta get all the way back to the car with all this gear. break it down, and then load it up again. So a lot of work, but I want to know from you guys, did you enjoy today's video? Because I want to do more stuff like this, but maybe just change it up a little bit. Maybe do some bass fishing in neighborhood ponds, or maybe just take this bike completely off the grid. Maybe just doing some spillways or maybe some trails we're not supposed to be on. Let me know in the comments below though what you guys want to see, because that's what I want to make. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That's going to be it for today though, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.